like everybody's up in the uproar because he said shout out to the blacks over on one of those podcasts. He said, yeah, shout out to the blacks. I think he was over there with T-Rail and them. Everybody's, oh, see, why did Kendrick put him on the album? He referring to us as blacks. I'm like, where in the world are we not referred to as the blacks? We refer to ourselves as the blacks. And he come from a jail or prison background. So you identify everybody else by race. So in jail, they say the blacks.
Not just that, bro. It's like, what are we calling the Mexicans? You calling them the Mexicans or the whites or the Asians? Like, we all say the whatever. That's in regular everyday conversation. People got to stop acting like, I think some people online are just so PC where unfortunately there's things that you could say are prejudice or racist, if that's what you want to call them. That's just in everyday life. If you know what I mean? If you were to nitpick at those little things, you could call it that, but I don't really think it's that. We all say the blacks or the whites or the Asians. I don't take it that way.
Sometimes it comes from the too woke people to where it's like, you really not even black. Black ain't even a race where they get to breaking it down to that extent. And it's
too
like,
woke for TV.
Yeah, but some things have transitioned so much to where it's like
that's true
now
too,
it has a different meaning. You can't really not get away from that. Until you're sitting here identifying everybody. If I sit here and call you an African, then nigga be like, nigga, you really not from Africa. It's like, which way you gonna take it? Like, you have to identify it as like what the world has already agreed upon at this point.
Yeah, because some people get offended if you call them African American. Like, I'm not from Africa. I'm foundational black. Everybody got these new movements to identify themselves as. But more or less, we've been known as the blacks. We could get down to the Black Laws Dictionary and what the word black really mean, and it represent death and it make us not a person. Like, we could go down all those rabbit holes, but more or less in society, you're going to check the box and say black. Like, so... Yeah. When someone is referring to you in a racist term, a racist tone, and when someone is just speaking normal. Like I said, if you go to jail, they're going to refer to us as the blacks, or the blacks over there, the woods over here, the whoop-de-whoops over here, the others over there. You get identified by your race. So it was nothing about us capping for Lefty. Somebody like, yeah, man, you out here defending the Mexicans, and they rock with the white supremacists in jail. They rock with the woods in jail. You a sellout. Woo, woo. I'm like, no, I'm just calling it how it is, because y'all gonna start some race shit online. And when it spilled to the streets, you same niggas who was talking all that shit gonna be in a motherfucking house. Y'all not gonna be outside dealing with the consequences, because y'all was the same niggas who was in the house when they told niggas in 05, hey, if you got a white tee on, we chipping shit. Y'all wasn't outside in them white tees. That's the niggas who commenting. Niggas, so if you wasn't outside back then, shut the fuck up now. Because if it kick off, you ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing.
But then even on that, it's like, if that happened, he was on a show full of blacks and them blacks didn't react, you shouldn't be reacting. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, it wasn't that bad. You felt that offended by him saying shout out to your people, then that's why niggas don't fuck with niggas. You be mad about that. Y'all mad about anything. I'm going to just stay the fuck away from y'all. So it's a two-edged sword. You're never going to win when you're in the public eye.
Yeah, it's always a race. It's always a race thing. I mean, race matters and everything, but that's why people don't want to fuck with us, like you said, because they like, damn, I can't say nothing to y'all. Anything I say is the wrong thing to say.
Yeah, niggas gotta lighten up. Like, it's okay. You don't gotta be so uptight or so protective over some shit, especially when it comes to stuff like that or jokes. We got that bad. We could do it, but if other people do it, it's a problem. That's just how I look at it with a lot of things.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't just be out here overusing the N-word.
Yeah, don't say nothing crazy. Don't do nothing, you know what I mean, racist. But like I said, niggas saying the blacks, like I see that the Mexicans, the Mexicans over there. We all say that. So it's nothing offensive by that to me.